Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Now, this is a big one. This is one of the ultimate achievements of a lifetime. You can most likely say that it is some hierarchy, God-given gift, some type of ritual needs to be performed for people that do this, some type of sanctuary should be held for them when they pass away or even just as they're alive. Now, only the elites can reach what I have done today, and sometimes it takes longer and shorter for others, but when you go through a grind as hard as I did for what I wanted, I finally got this. I didn't purposely scout this out, but I do know that it has taken me hundreds of hours to literally get this one item in this one game. It's a massive game, and it's huge. There's so much content in it. You could probably die before you actually complete the game itself because they keep adding new stuff in, new challenges, new accomplishments that you can actually create. Now, the gods at this game, which I will call Runescape 3 or Runescape. The old school Runescape is another part of the game that people can play where they have old school graphics, but now they updated it so it's like new school graphics. So yeah, I guess you're having fun enjoying that game. So today is the biggest grind completed ever finished for me personally, and that has to do with going out there and slaying monsters repeatedly, countless and endless hours. Now, I mixed this game up by playing it back in the day, and it erased all of the old content that it would have from, like, you know, the clicks of stuff everywhere, and now it's like League of Legends style or World of Warcraft or one of those games. A little bit different. Now, you control this character and it embodies your soul. You take that and you appreciate it as a whole. Now, I know this isn't a horror or gore video today, but I just have to say, for the people that have something depressed inside of them that's just eating away at your flesh on the inside out, you can play this game, grind it, and now you'll feel so bad about you not achieving anything in this game that you won't feel as bad in real life about your depression. This game has made changes upon people, made some people lazy, but also made them work really hard, and I would say that has to do with the power of the internet. Today we have been talking about the Draconic Visage today. Now, it's an elitist item that really isn't worth anything today, but the value of it, the virtue that it has within myself, the mentality that I have been through to get that, the grind, it takes a long time. It's not easy to get these things, and I can imagine back in the day how long it took. And one time I had a friend, he told me I got the Draconic Visage, and I screamed so loud, and I got it twice, he says. He screamed so loud, his mom like came down, like beat his ass or something. It was just bizarre, like it went crazy. But that's how, like, how much people get excited for some of the items, especially back in the day as kids. When we go home and we play this game when we're like 12, 13, 14 years old, back in like year 2002. We go home, we play this game, and we just feel really entitled to playing this game because the longer that you grind, you'll be that first person, which was a guy named like Zezima, thinking he's better than everyone else because he sits down and plays a game constantly and never ends it. Didn't even get paid to do it, just sat down and played the game. Most likely the guy worked at this studio or was just like botting and cheating through the whole game, the epic time that he had on it, playing it. Although every now and then he would type and say things like hi and LOL, and then your day would be over, and he would never respond to you, as a lot of fanboys and fangirls and fan people would go out there and just fan the crap out of him. They would hack his account repeatedly, trying to get it in, and then it would eventually lead to a big locking of his account. People were so excited that they wanted this person so bad, they would most likely eat him like Jeffrey Dahmer did back in the days, and just try to consume that so they can feel like that person is now a part of me. It's a video game. It's a creature, like, of its own digital being. You think that it's going to be a part of you? Well, if you think wrong and you guess no, well, you are wrong. This game is a massive part of people's lives throughout the many of 20 years that it's been around. Plus, I have finally achieved the Draconic Visage, which is an item that is just part of a giant shield that looks really cool. And for anyone that has that, they should be put in like the Hall of Fame. It takes forever to get this item. I'm not sure about nowadays. There's probably easier routes to get it, but I did it the classic way, and I played on this mode called Legacy, which is the old version of playing the game in the new way that it's played, which is a way where you can not have a bunch of little buttons everywhere like World of Warcraft that you gotta press down as skills and abilities, but instead just click on everything manually and just have it go. Like, it just works in a different way and it looks cool. Now, I'm a 30 defense Karasi pure from back in the day, and I have to brag about that because it's so hard to complete that quest. Nowadays, if they were to put it in the old game, old school RuneScape, OSRS, which is now like a new school version of it because the graphics have pretty much upgraded and no one uses the old ones. I'm sure there are a couple of people that do, but we have to realize things are changing, and like, we wanted the game, we just didn't want it to go in the way that it did. So now the game's really easy to level up and stuff, and right now it's not in old school RuneScape. I play both of these and I understand them even from back in the day because I've been playing the games forever. Now I don't spend countless hours on them like back in the day when we would spend like literally like 7 to 12 hours a day playing the video game when we came home from school, and our mom or our dad would be like, our parent would be like, you can't play that game, you can't play it, it makes you a bad person. No, I'm addicted to it and I want to get my levels to 99. I have to be God. If not, like, people are gonna make fun of me at school. I'm gonna get depressed and sad. No, it's just gonna be an awful time for everyone around me if I don't have 99s in every skill, and I deserve them because I've been working hard for it, which I never really got to until later on. I got a ton of 99s and I'm still not maxed out, but I'm just thankful that I got the Draconic Visage. I'm more of a social bug in the game, so people ever go in the game and they want to say hi and I'm around, of course I will do that. I have a bunch of nuts in the game. I just trade them to people and give them away. Now I feel like another YouTuber on here, which name I can't say because the Mystery of Voldemort will come out and the old school RuneScape will maybe possibly attack me, I'm not sure, because they're elitist community that needs to be on top of and better than everyone else because they have the most strenuous game. The more you're depressed in real life and the more you play this game, you realize that your depression isn't as bad as the game itself. So you continue to play the game and the punishment makes you feel good about yourself. It's like self-harm, but in a way that doesn't physically hurt you. I would say, unless maybe you're turning into an avocado and you just can't help yourself from doing the food binges constantly. I would sit down and I would have a bag of potato chips and just eat that stuff constantly throughout the entire time that I'm playing the game back in the day, and I would never want to get off it. When I had to like eat food, it was an inconvenience. Like, I would get so upset that I had the audacity to get hungry and want to eat food. And nowadays it's not like that. Now we're older. Now we can buy food and then we go home, we play the game for like 8 hours straight and then we just die. Now that's not the case for everyone. Of course, personally I've changed with that and I just hop on every now and then to do like merches and collect money. It's a fun game. There's a lot of content in it. You can be a magic person. You can also be like a archer person in it. You can also be a warrior, get like the god swords and stuff. Like, doesn't that sound sick? Like, you're already epic in this game. No matter what version you play of it though, I'm probably better than you at playing either version of the game, only because I've been playing it so long and I can just say that I have the clout of being in the community just for the sake of being in it. Like, I don't even have to do it. I'm just there to say hi to people and that's it. That's like the end of it. So I know this isn't a horrific story today, but technically it was, because it took like 20,000 kills of a monster, and like put that into perspective from back in the day until now as well, the changes that the game has made. I would say that I maybe spent like 300 hours, 400 hours trying to get this stupid item. I didn't go out of my way to get it, but it's just something that is always nostalgic in a piece of the game itself that a lot of people like. So yeah, the Draconic Visage, the Gods of RuneScape, I had a feeling today there was something in it. It's like today's probably the day that I get the Visage doing this skill called Slayer, just slaughtering monsters and stuff, because it's been so long. It's like today is probably the day where I killed like 20,000 of these stupid dragons, and it was epic. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, check out my other videos, and don't smell your finger after scratching your butt. Instead, go have a shower instead. Bye.